Hi, this is Tia. I am a college student who is just trying to exist, and I came across this argument about the morality of abortion. So, according to the medical definition, abortion is the termination of a pregnancy by removal or expulsion of an embryo or fetus. But I'm still very confused about its moral and ethical implications. All the research in the world may not help me understand this. So I'm going to get my friends Nia and Ria to debate on this and see if I can come up with any conclusion after that.
Hi, my name is Nia, and I am a pro choice supporter in this argument of abortion. And what pro choice basically means that I believe that it is a woman's choice what she does with her body, and I strongly believe that the fetus is a part of the woman's body because without the woman's body, it's not going to be alive. So I think it should be a woman's choice, a mother's choice, what to do with her body, and abortion should be legal.
Hello, my name is Ria and I am a pro-life supporter. So pro-life is the side of the argument which is against abortion, and I feel abortion should be banned.
Concept of personhood. So according to me, a person is someone who can feel, someone who has the ability to think about the future, someone who can think about consequences of their actions, stuff like that. So a fetus is not a person. But what do you feel? Is a fetus a person?
I feel life begins at conception. Okay, right now the fetus, it cannot sense or feel, but it has the potential to do that in the future. So it is a killing. It is basically killing a person.
That makes sense. But I still think that there's a theory that if hydrogen and oxygen can make water, and hydrogen has the potential to be water if it is mixed with oxygen. But does that mean that hydrogen is water?
That is interesting. But moving on to the next point, at what stage of pregnancy abortion should be okay?
So, according to me, abortion should be okay on any stage up until the baby or the fetus is viable. So, what I mean by this is that if the fetus is able to survive on its own without the mother, at that stage, abortion should not be okay. For example, the scientific limit is 24 weeks. At that point, the fetus has developed enough to be able to survive outside the womb. So I think abortion after 24 weeks should not be legal, or it should not be moral. But if it's still going to harm the health, or it's going to be lethal to the mom, then it should still be allowed. Morally, even if it's wrong, it should not be illegal. What do you feel?
Okay, so you're not allowed to abort baby after 12 weeks of pregnancy. But you can abort if the baby is 11 week old.
In India, yes.
Or 11 week 5 days. But what difference does it make, like 11 week and 12 week? It's basically same. So how is it okay to kill an 11 week old baby but not okay to kill him?
I agree. That is a moral dilemma of why does a 11-week fetus not have any moral value, but a 12-week fetus has so much moral value. But again, as I said, I think that should be 24 weeks personally, because that's when a fetus is viable. But what do you think? When should abortion be okay and when should it not
I think
be okay?
abortion is not okay at any stage.
So from conception,
Yeah. So
including pills, do you think even like the morning after pill, the second day after you have had intercourse, the second day you can take a pill just to avoid or get rid of the baby?
Yes, I think one should not take the pill as well, because it's still killing the life of the baby.
Okay.
Moving on to the next point, under what circumstances abortion is okay. So I believe when a woman got pregnant through rape or incest, it is okay to abort the baby. And also if it is lethal to the mother, like ectopic pregnancies, in those cases abortion is okay.
Okay. So I agree with the points you said about abortion being legal in those cases. But I think abortion in general, under any circumstances, should be legal. Whether it is moral or not is a different idea. But morality should not be overruled by laws. Because essentially, if you think it is not okay, but another woman, for example, a 15-year-old has gotten pregnant, and she wants to maybe she was not raped, It's not an ectopic pregnancy, and she was not raped, but she wants to get rid of the pregnancy because it could affect her future, it could affect her life. But then your moral views as a pro life person are going to affect her. Legally she's not allowed to abort. So why is that okay?
Rather than focusing on the cure, we should focus on the precautions like better contraceptive methods, sex educations, etc. Most importantly, it should not be used as a birth control method.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, Ria. Moving
Right.
on to maybe the final point of this whole debate is that will banning abortions really stop abortions from happening?
Yeah, I don't think banning abortion will stop it, but we have ban on many things like rape is banned and many other crimes as well. But that doesn't mean people don't do it and it's not wrong. People still do it, but it is wrong. Just like abortion, it should be banned.
Okay, I agree with what you've said, but again, abortion being banned will, like as you said, it will create other problems like women having to go basically underground or secretly have abortions in like dark clinics illegally where no one knows what equipments they are using or anything like that, and it's more dangerous for the mother, is what I think as a pro-choice supporter, that abortion should not be banned. Maybe after the 24-week mark, there can be certain laws restricting women from aborting the baby for just because of choice. Because at that point, what were you doing for 24 weeks that you thought you don't want to abort the baby? But there's still a gray area about when it is okay to abort the baby and when it is not okay. So thank you, Ria, for having this discussion with me. I think we both have learnt a lot from this, and our friend will also now be educated more about both sides of the argument.
Yes, I agree, Mia. Thank you.
Okay, well, clearly asking them wasn't very helpful. I think I might have to interview a few experts to know more about it. So, I've scheduled Google Meets with some of the really good female doctors in Pune. Let's see what they have to say about this.
Good evening, Dr. Ratna Rajguru. So today, before starting our topic, which is abortion, I would like to ask you which field have you specialized in?
I've completed my BAMS from Pune University, which is now known as SPP.
We have a basic idea of what abortion is, but how would you put it as a doctor? What abortion is and what is its basic process?
Abortion is basically of two types, you can say. Sometimes when pregnancy is there, but it is not in favor of either of the parents, specifically of a female, you can say, for the to be mother, then aborting that child, that fetus, is called an abortion. And sometimes the other thing is that if the fetus has some problem, some kind of biological problem, where if this child grows, this embryo grows, and there would be some birth defects, in that case, that we have to abort that fetus, that is also abortion.
So throughout your medical experience, which is the age group of women that you've seen who get abortions?
Here again, there are two types of people come to us for abortions. One would be maybe premarital. That's one age group where they are yet to get married and not have proper conditions where they can grow this pregnancy. And the other one is that they are done with the family and unknowingly, accidentally, there is a pregnancy. So you can say plus 35 age group or before pregnancy, kind of that way.
Do you think it is ethical to abort?
So when entire baby is formed, it's like what do we say? It's a medical murder, you can say. So it's not ethical that way. In case you go, what were you doing till that this grew up? So it's not a बच्चों का खेल kind of stuff कि आप कभी भी जगह उठ जाओगे और then you will come for the abortion. That doesn't make sense. Okay, so if there are no medical conditions, nothing, then 12 weeks is the first trimester where still the placenta is yet to form, the entire system is yet in the forming condition. Till that you can do abortion.
So till 12 weeks it's ethical, but then after 12 weeks it's not ethical. That's your
Correct.
opinion, or it's like a medical?
अपना law का abide थे, and it is banned globally. It is accepted. It's not about only India, or what I say. It is not good with respect to mother's age also, and mother's conditions also. She may go into complications after that.
मी डॉक्टर रुपाली किराड, चंदननगरमध्ये किराड नर्सिंग होम नावाने माझं एक नर्सिंग होम आहे आणि गेले 15 वर्षापासून मी तिथे स्त्रीरोग तज्ञ म्हणून काम करते.
सो जास्ती सेफ असं काही आहे का अबॉर्शन कुठलं, की तुम्ही आता असं म्हणलं की मेडिकल अबॉर्शन किंवा सर्जिकल अबॉर्शन, सो विच प्रोसेस डू यू थिंक इज सेफर?
सेफ आणि अनसेफ बघण्यापेक्षा दोन्ही गोष्टीमध्ये काय असतं मी थोडक्यात सांगते, की जेव्हा प्रेग्नन्सी राहते तेव्हा पहिले 7 आठवड्यामध्ये पण मेडिकल टर्मिनेशन ऑफ प्रेग्नन्सी ज्याला म्हणतो औषधं देऊन गर्भ खाली करणं ही प्रोसिजर करू शकतो. 7 आठवड्यापेक्षा जास्त जर प्रेग्नन्सी असेल तर त्याला सर्जिकल प्रोसिजर करायला लागते, सर्जिकल एमटीपी ज्याला आम्ही म्हणतो. मग प्रत्येकाचे दोन्हींचे काही फायदे आणि काही तोटे आहेत. जसं तुम्ही मेडिकल अबॉर्शन जर केलं तर ते त्याच्यामध्ये ऍडमिट होण्याची गरज नाहीये, ओपीडी प्रोसिजर आहे. हॉस्पिटलमध्ये येऊन गोळ्या घेऊन पेशंट निघून जातात, 15 दिवसांनी सोनोग्राफी करून येऊन रिपोर्ट दाखवतात. त्याच्यामध्ये पूर्णपणे खाली झालं असेल त्यांचं तर दॅट इज कम्प्लीट अबॉर्शन असं आम्ही म्हणतो. नसेल खाली झालं तर मात्र त्याला पुन्हा सर्जिकल अबॉर्शनच्या प्रोसिजरला जावं लागतं. पण तरी त्याचा 96-97% रेट आहे. त्याच्यामुळे जर प्रेग्नन्सी 7 वीक्सच्या बिफोर असेल तर आम्ही ऍडवाइज करतो की मेडिकल अबॉर्शन केलेलं जास्त ठीक राहील. पण त्याच्यामध्ये पण असं आहे की जेव्हा पिल्स पेशंट घेतात त्यानंतर हेवी ब्लिडिंग होतं. 48 आवर्स नंतर ज्या पिल्स घेतल्या त्याच्यानंतर हेवी ब्लिडिंग होतं पेशंटला घरी, आणि जर त्यांना त्याचं गांभीर्य लक्षात नाही आलं तर कॉम्प्लिकेशन्स होण्याची शक्यता असते. त्याच्यामुळे जर तुम्हाला करायचं असेल अबॉर्शन तर ते तज्ञ डॉक्टरांच्या मार्गदर्शनाखालीच करणं आवश्यक आहे.
जसं तुम्ही म्हणला की खूप रिस्क असतात ह्याच्यात, सो अबॉर्शनमुळे मेंटल आणि फिजिकल स्ट्रेस होत असेल तर त्याच्यात डज इट लीड टू डिप्रेशन और किंवा इनफर्टिलिटी?
पिल्स घेतल्यामुळे तर डायरेक्टली इनफर्टिलिटी वगैरे येण्याचा काही संबंध नसतो. जर पिल्स घेतल्या आणि त्याने जर कम्प्लीट अबॉर्शन झालं, जे आपण 15 दिवसानंतर सोनोग्राफी करून कन्फर्म करतो, त्याच्यामध्ये जर कम्प्लीट अबॉर्शन झालं असेल तर त्याच्यामुळे काही फ्युचरमध्ये इनफर्टिलिटी वगैरे येण्याचा काही संबंध नसतो. पण सर्जिकलमध्ये थोडे चान्सेस असतात. समजा पेल्विक इन्फेक्शन काही झालं, ट्युबल ब्लॉक ज्याला आम्ही म्हणतो, म्हणजे फॅलोपियन ट्यूबच्या गर्भाशयाला चिकटून ज्या असतात जिथनं स्पर्म्स वाहून नेले जातात, ओव्हम वाहून नेलं जातं, त्या ट्यूबमध्ये कुठे ब्लॉक आला, त्यांना सूज आली तर मात्र फ्युचरमध्ये इनफर्टिलिटीचे चान्सेस असू शकतात.
काय काय कारणं असतात त्यांच्या अबॉर्शनसाठी?
अबॉर्शनची वेगवेगळी कारणं असू शकतात. म्हणजे एकतर समजा मॅटर्नल रिस्क असेल काही, म्हणजे आईला ज्या स्त्रीला प्रेग्नन्सी राहिली आहे ती प्रेग्नन्सी कंटिन्यू करण्यासाठी असमर्थ असेल, म्हणजे तिला कुठले मेजर हार्ट डिसीज असेल, मेजर किडनी डिसीज असेल तर तिला प्रेग्नन्सी कंटिन्यू करू नको असा सल्ला देतो आम्ही. पुन्हा कधी कधी काही फिटसमध्येच ॲबनॉर्मल असतं, क्रोमोझोमल ॲबनॉर्मॅलिटी असते, कुठे त्यांच्या स्पाईन नीट जुळून आलेलं नसतं, डोक्याची कवटी दुभंगलेली असते वगैरे, असे मेजर जे अनॉमलीज असतील बेबीमध्ये तर आम्ही त्यांना अबॉर्शनचा सल्ला देतो. काही प्रेग्नन्सी रेपमध्ये मुळे झालेल्या असतात, काही प्रेग्नन्सीमुळे पेशंटला मेंटल ट्रॉमा होण्याची शक्यता असते प्रेग्नन्सी कंटिन्यू केली तर, आणि काही कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव्ह फेल्युअरमुळे पण असतात. अशी वेगवेगळी कारणं असतात की ज्याच्यामुळे पेशंट आमच्याकडे अबॉर्शन करून घेण्यासाठी येतात.
आणि तुम्हाला वाटतं का की अबॉर्शन करणं बरोबर आहे का? इज इट एथिकल?
एथिकल किंवा नॉन एथिकल पेक्षा एक वेगळ्या पर्स्पेक्टिव्हनी हे अनालाइज व्हायला पाहिजे असं मला वाटतं. आपण अगदी नॉन एथिकल म्हणालोय, अबॉर्शन करायचंच नाही असं जर ठरवलं, पण जसं मी आता काही कारणं सांगितली की कधी रेपमुळे प्रेग्नन्सी असते, कधी गर्भामध्येच काही ॲबनॉर्मॅलिटी असतात, मग अशा केसेसमध्ये आपण तो गर्भ वाढवून काय करणार? त्याच्यामुळे अशा ठिकाणी आपल्याला अबॉर्शन करण्याची गरज असतेच. एथिकल आणि एथिकल गोष्टी बाजूला ठेवायला लागतात. पण मला असं वाटतं की ज्यांना प्रेग्नन्सी नको आहे, ज्या स्त्रियांना, मुलींना, त्यांनी 100% काही ना काही कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव्ह वापरले पाहिजे, कारण चांगले कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव्ह आपल्याला आता उपलब्ध आहेत. त्याच्यामुळे विनाकारण त्या प्रोसिजरला बळी पडण्यापेक्षा आपण आधीच कॉन्ट्रासेप्टिव्ह वापरले तर ह्या गोष्टीपर्यंत येण्याची गरजच पडणार नाही.
I'm Dr. Arti Vyas. I'm doing my Ayurvedic consultancy in gynecology. Now my experience is more than 20 plus years. So I'm practicing at Prabhat Road, Pune.
So is it safe to abort? And as we've seen, it definitely takes a toll on your mental and physical health. So does it lead to depression or infertility or any kind of mental trauma or diseases?
Yes, it's not only working on your mental and physical health, but on majorly on women's hormonal health. I must precise, because if it is unwanted, then age criteria is the one thing. Because nowadays, even college going girls are doing DNC, or they are using few methods where the conception material will come out. But if you see medically, it's not a ideal condition to go ahead. If it is a medical condition that something happens with the growth of the baby or mother's health or hypertension, or you can say preeclampsia, then definitely it is advisable to go ahead. But ideally you should not, because on long term it will impact on your hormonal health. Secondly, emotional health, and physical health depends on the person's health, frankly speaking. So if lady is healthy, then definitely it won't harm, but she has to follow few regime as per my consideration, if I am saying from Ayurvedic angle. So it's a preventive aspect. Second was just in last month, one of my patient came to me, a couple. So the lady was consuming few arthritic medicines, that means some steroids, and she was unaware about the pregnancy as well. So the third month was already started, and she was pregnant. So she has to consult her doctor. So they have suggested her that you should think about DNC, because due to that steroid, there might be some impact on the womb. So she was in dual situation to go ahead or not. So she came to me, but frankly speaking, you can't take a chance. Even if you see that first sonography report is normal, there might be a chance that she may be developing a few issues with the infants in later stage of pregnancy. So at that time, I have to counsel her. I have to tell her the ideal situation medically she should look for. And then she has taken a call to go for the DNC. So it happens something like that.
And lastly, the whole abortion process, do you think it is ethical?
Ideally, you can say even in India, 40% cases are ethical, but 60% are unethical. Because you can say I can't tell you on record, but yes, there is a reality that for feticide or female child, there are many options available around us. So definitely 60% cases are unethical. Sometimes they are off record. So you won't see them in ethical way or legally. So yes, unethical cases happens.
Thank you, Dr. Ratna, Dr. Rupali, and Dr. Arti for helping me understand this topic better. I definitely have a better understanding of what abortion and its ethical argument is. Here are some of the points that I have learned. Thank you all for watching, and I hope we all have learned something today.